Very cool, like very professional. All right, hello everyone. Right away, I want to thank you for coming back to my channel for another video. Today, I'm talking about the recent format change to the channel. I'm gonna try making this video as interesting and as engaging as I can, given the tools at my disposal. This is one of the paintings that are going to go on my wall. I haven't hung it up yet. Just got back to LA. There's the suitcase. This Christmas tree is still here. It is not Christmas, so hopefully this mic is on. Okay, to be brief, initially the videos were just me talking in front of the camera, and the overwhelming majority of those videos had and have next to no views. And that's fine, no views, whatever. We're growing this channel. That isn't what I'm trying to get bogged down in. Really what I'm trying to do is give any and all newcomers some idea of the trajectory of this channel. The recent change is that my friends and I have started putting more time into these videos. Basically, the channel got a bit of a stylistic facelift. For the last 10 videos or so, my friends and I have been trying to kind of up our editing game. And like I already mentioned, we were doing entry-level video essays, just kind of me babbling in front of the camera. But our goal is to grow this channel into something that's larger and more helpful than whatever it was then, and even whatever it is now. That's kind of been our goal from the get-go, and something we're always trying to get better at. We knew we needed to incorporate more cuts to make our videos better, because if we're being honest here, why would anybody want to watch me talk for 10 minutes at a time in front of a camera with nothing else going on? Obviously, I hope that there are people out there who are interested in what I say, but we understood that whatever we were doing needed to be improved upon. But let's talk a little bit more about those cuts. Eventually, I want to start using kind of little animations of my own creation to tell stories, but I literally know nothing about graphic design or animation. So my friends and I brainstormed about what we could do to get some cuts into the mix of things. And that's pretty much what led the channel to where it's at right now. We figured paintings would be an easy way to make the videos more interesting until I'm able to, I guess, up or just have any animation abilities. But I don't want to stop here. I want to talk more specifically about the artistic intention behind the paintings and the value I think they can offer you, my wonderful viewer. So one of my personal goals for this channel is to use whatever I know about reading and writing and storytelling more generally to help other people. And like I say in basically all of my videos, I'm currently a graduate student at Johns Hopkins University, where I teach reading and writing intensive undergraduate literature courses. I really enjoy teaching these courses, and I see YouTube as an opportunity to spread the ideas that I'm interested in and hopefully find some like-minded people along the way, as well as kind of teaching or helping or influencing more people than I could in a classroom with only a handful of students. And I want to become wiser, hence the name of this channel. I want to become wiser because I want to be a better teacher, I want to be a better student, and eventually I want to be a great novelist. So back to me and my friends. Our intention for using great paintings in our video is kind of multi-layered, I guess, which hopefully doesn't sound too ridiculous or cringe, but here's why it's multi-layered. The paintings we put into the videos complement the stories that each video is trying to tell. They support the points we make throughout the videos. I've found that my students at Hopkins find my lectures significantly more enjoyable when I can pair them with images. I think of it as a way of making the idea that's being discussed about more than just itself. And this is to say that by pairing an idea with an image, I think both become a little bit stronger. It's a kind of joke that can be created in a way. And it's not necessarily the kind of joke that's gonna make you fall out of your chair laughing, but we try to fit the paintings in a way that might kind of pull at the strings of your attention, if that makes sense. Something to help me better communicate what I believe to be an important point. Beyond that though, I think there's also a real value in familiarizing ourselves with great paintings and great works of art more generally. I take all of the paintings from famous art museums all over the world because I just like the idea that watching one of our videos is like a virtual gallery tour thing, which again, maybe that's a little lofty, but I'm hoping that it's not unreasonably lofty. On a more personal level, the process that I go through of picking the paintings and fitting them in at the right time in each video, then going through and doing all the panning with the intention of kind of presenting the paintings in as interesting a way as I can manage, I think the whole process functions as a useful storytelling exercise for me. And like I've already said, I want to be a great novelist. I want to write great books. Working with images isn't something I'm used to doing. It's usually just words. And I think the fact that I'm using images now is helping me become a better storyteller because I'm suddenly communicating an idea in a way that's new or at least different for me. And last but certainly not least, I want to talk about what I believe is the value that seeing the paintings can offer us, and specifically you, my viewer. It's the point of all of this, why I'm trying to put paintings into the videos. I'll say right away that I don't necessarily have too much against popular culture as like a general category, but I think there's a serious value to spending time with works of art that are, for lack of a better wording, more antiquated. And maybe this is something I'll talk more about in a future video, but just to be brief, I think it's virtually impossible to create art that people want to pay attention to. It's really, really hard. Sadly enough, trying to get this channel off the ground has shown me and my friends that much. The point I'm trying to make though is that it's incredibly difficult to create a piece of art that anyone will pay attention to the day after it's produced, let alone centuries after its creation. And this is where I think the value of spending time with older works of art blossoms from. We live in a world that's always throwing new things our way, and that isn't exclusively bad, but it also isn't exclusively good. So my reasoning for incorporating older paintings is to offer a balancing force, if that's even possible, for anyone who's interested. Maybe that'll be nobody, maybe it'll be a bunch of people, but who knows? I think there's real value in older works of art, even if they seem less interesting at first glance, which is something I want to talk about specifically in some future video. But I'll say in closing that I think almost everyone can benefit from familiarizing themselves with works of art that precede their own existence. Doing so, at least in my opinion, offers us a kind of escape from the time period we were born into. And while the paintings are all only featured for a few seconds at a time in our videos, I'm hoping to help facilitate an interest in art that isn't found on other contemporary media platforms, or maybe isn't as prevalent. And to build on that point, I'll add that if you find any of the paintings in any of the videos interesting, please feel free to hit me up in the comments. Just give me the timestamp. I'll tell you the title of the painting and the name of the painter, and maybe we can chat a little bit about it. All right, that's everything I've got for today's video. Before you go, I want to say that if you found this video interesting or useful in any way, please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button. It really means a lot to my friends and I, and let us know what you think in the comment section down below. I also want to dedicate a little bit of time to thanking my best friends and video editors, Joe and Bach. I couldn't make these videos without your help. I really, really appreciate all of your hard work. And finally, I want to thank you, my wonderful viewer, for sticking with me to the end. I hope I was able to make something for you that was worthwhile and engaging and interesting. Thank you again, both viewers and editors alike. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time.